Completely known, completely loved. So the intro feels a little weird, but just listen to it. And the rhythm is really about the same. So the intro and outro are virtually the same. C, 2, 3, C sus, 2, 3, C over E, 2, D minor, G, C, completely known. So 4 bars, 3 beats each, and then the third beat of the 4th bar is the pickup. Completely known, completely loved. Verse 1 is a lot of piano until you get to the turn between verse 1 and verse 2. When in his eyes there is only completely free, the shame is gone. Then we have a basic groove, so acoustic, drums. That groove increases when you get to verse 3. Obviously there's a chorus between there and another turn. This song really thrives on that groove. In terms of volume and shape of the song as well, when we get to verse 4, play through all the way through the interlude until we get to the downbeat of completely. So completely saved, the work is done. And then piano runs this verse until we get to the third line. For with that dawn, you can play the C over E. For with that dawn, there rose a king. Now heaven's smile shines over me. Completely known, completely loved. Muted chorus before a full groove chorus at the end. That's a basic structure and arc of the song. There are some other things, but I'll quickly run through the shapes that I'm using. So this is the key of C. So C, mute, ring finger, mute, open, index, pinky. So this is the C sus, mute, ring, middle, open, index, pinky. C over E, open, ring, middle, open, index, pinky. D minor. So a D, this would be a D minor over A if we were to play the A string. Truth be told, in this setting, no one's gonna hear if you're playing the A, if you have a keyboard, bass, drums, all of that. So really all you need to worry about muting will be the low E string. So mute, open, open, middle, and then bar. I bar my index fingers. My index finger, I only have one of them on my left hand anyway. You could play the D minor this way. I find grabbing and barring that first fret for the B and E string is just easier, but it's up to you. If you really want to worry about muting the A string, you could put your ring finger up here. You just have to make sure you don't play. I'm really squeezing the neck with my index finger and then just placing down my middle finger to get this feel to try and explain what my left hand is feeling. Most of the tension and pressure is here, and then I'm just adding my middle finger there. So that's a D minor, and then G sus. I almost always played a G sus unless I don't. So ring finger, mute, open, open, index, pinky. And that's the intro. Completely known. So we have our C and then we have our F. So thumb, ring, pinky, open, index, mute. So it's technically, I'm playing an F2, but sounds pretty. Completely known, completely loved, my heart is seen by God above. So my A minor that I'm playing, mute, open, middle, open, index, pinky. God above, should I now run? Dare hide my face? So this walk up, I'm not actually playing a full G sus. I'm basically just playing the low strings. Add. And I want this line to be heard. Sorry. So that's the melody. So I'm trying to make sure that my chord voicing here actually mimics the melody. Should I now run, dare hide my face, when in his eyes there is only grace. So instead of playing that F2, I actually add the third. So thumb, ring, pinky, index, middle, index. And then my G, ring, mute, open, open, and then really stay away from the high strings. You can play the B string. You actually need to play the B string in order to get your melody line. So you could put your pinky on the high E string if you want, just to make sure it's muted. And then we have an F over A. So mute the low E string, open A. We really want this because this is the bass note. And then ring, index, ring, middle, index. And don't play the high E string. It's a quick walk up. So you gotta be jumping your fingers around, take some time to practice this. But should I now run, dare hide my face, when in his eyes there is only grace. Okay, verse 2 is almost identical. There's one chord that's different in the second line. So completely free, the shame is gone, the highest judge took all my wrongs. Instead of going to a G, we're going to a G over B. So the bass line, instead of going down, is walking up. It sounds really nice. I love it. And what I love about it is sometimes too much of a good thing becomes mediocre. And I love that there's some alternating. So verse 1 and 3 go from the A minor to the G, and verses 2 and 4 walk up. So that G over B, mute. I don't always play the G over B this way, but just considering where I'm coming from and where I'm going, I would do mute, middle, mute, open, pinky. So I'm really only playing a triad here. The highest judge took all my wrongs and set them on his only son. He bore my sin, I bear his love. Completely known, completely loved. That's it for chord shapes, I think. And yeah, the rest is just knowing when to play, how much to play. Don't overplay. That melody line for the intro and for the turn and the interlude and the outro is really, I would say, significant for this song. It gives a lot of tone, timbre, and whether you can get a string player like a cellist or have your keyboard player learn that, I would say is probably vital to helping this song sound like it ought to. And yeah, the bass player is vital as well to this song. So I hope that is helpful.